No one could ever expect a team to win every match of the season, but is that a particularly disappointing defeat?
I didn't think we played bad.
No?
I don't think we played bad. Did you think we played bad?
No, I was just thinking about the goals.
Well,
conceded,
I think that's a fair comment. Bad goals for us the way we conceded them, they set plays. They're big, strong, they have good distribution into the penalty area, and we are disappointed. Yeah, I totally agree with that in respect of the goals we conceded. But I think apart from the set plays, what they put in our box, and one shot that Aaron Howes had to save in the second half. I think it had been a boxing match, had been stopped at probably 75 minutes for further punishment. It was just one of them days that we haven't defended well today, but I don't think we played bad. I'm not going to turn around and look for excuses. They're a good side, but if that's the benchmark, we won't be far away. And like I say, we've tried everything at the end. We've gone 3-4-3, or even 2-4-4 at times, trying to get that equalising goal. And another day it goes in, But the way we are and the way we have been as a team over the start of this season and over the last 3 months of last season, if we go and get 2 goals away from home, we expect certainly to at least get a draw, if not win the game. But you're going to have reverses over the course of the season. But if we lose 1 game in every 7 and win 4 and drew 2, we're all right. So, we've got to be positive. I have to turn around and be positive. The players are disappointed, really, because we know that there was set plays today, but we haven't defended as well as we can, as you correctly say. Usually we're strong all the way around, but, take nothing away from Welling. They put good distribution into the box, but, they won't be able to play like that all season. They're banging on the changing room doors there and banging on the walls. They think they won the league. As I said to our players, long way to go. You let them have their day today, and we had a great following here today, which I'm very pleased with. And we're disappointed. Let us say we certainly worth a draw. I still think over the 90 minutes.
Yeah, you mentioned Aaron made a save in the second half. He tipped one over at the far post in the first half as well. That was the one change you made today.
Yeah. Andy Little wasn't 100% fit, and being fair to Andy, he's been very honest about the situation. He got a knock last week. And he's been under treatment this week with Stuart Douglas, the physio, and no problem there. It was purely down to that he wasn't 100% fit. And when you've got 2 goalkeepers, good goalkeepers at the club for good competition and competitive competition, that we had no qualms about Aaron coming in today. So we don't look at anything today, anything different from team selection, anything else there. As I said earlier, I totally agree that we're disappointed in respect of the set plays we've defended today, but I still don't think over the 90 minutes that they were better than us. I felt that it was still worth a draw in respect of what we created in the second half. Another day, one of them go in, and but as we all turn around and say that. It's how you respond when you get beat, and that's important for us now against Eastbourne next week. But as I said to the lads after, and you've got to turn around and realise that everyone had raised their game, and it was a good game for a neutral here today. But you've played now 7 league games, and we took 14 points from them 7 league games, averaging 2 points a game. We're in an area, if someone would have said to me at the start of the season, before kicking the ball, would you have took that? Yeah, of course we would. And I'm sure that the large number of Woking travelling supporters would have took that as well. And you can see the anticipation, you can see the way they're getting behind the team, you see the way they applauded the team at the end of the game. Absolutely. Sometimes it ain't going to be, and you see that at the ice level. Look, we didn't defend as good as we can today, but we still had enough chances to certainly at least draw the game, if not went on and won the game.
Sure. As you say, we've played 7 different teams. You've actually seen a fair few others on your travels to watch matches. Are they the best we've likely to come across, or do you think there's better teams?
All I would turn around and say is they're the most direct team, in respect of they use their big lads to a big advantage. But I think over the course of the season, teams get, used to that and found out, but they're a good side, take nothing away. Jamie Day's done a very good job here at Welling, and they're a good side, and rightly so, they're a good side. In the team that's got 19 points out of 21, which they've got now, all credit to them. Sure. But I don't go home tonight thinking myself they're better than us in any way or form. I would say at the moment that they're the best we've played, but I'm sure there'll be other hard obstacles in our way over the course of the season.
And turn into what might or might not be a hard obstacle next week. Do you know much about Eastbourne, about the way they play?
Well, no, I know Gary Wilson from old, and they're going to be hard. They come out of the conference. I think they've kept the nucleus of the same squad. I think they've had a few injury problems so far at the start of this year. Their form's been a little bit inconsistent, but all the teams we play we're going to respect. But what we will turn around and say, it's not about who we play. We don't look at them and turn around and say we're going to do this or we fear them. We just got to look after our own house, and I think if we look after our own house, we'll be in an area at the end of the season. Hopefully, we're be happy with.
Sure. We've got through August now with the run of games twice a week, and we've got a full week's break till next Saturday. Is that going to help?
Yeah, I think so. I think that you have a situation where, and I'm sure all clubs feel the same way. Like you play, 6 games in basically just over or just under 3 weeks, and it is quite hard, especially like today's been a very warm one, and then you had the situation last weekend where it bounced Saturday and Monday. So yeah, we'll be pleased to turn around and settle down a little bit more in respect to training this week, getting the boys ready for Eastbourne next Saturday.
And practicing defending corners, perhaps?
Well, I think you're a bit harsh there, because at the end of the day it's very, very easy to turn around and have a pop at the players by saying that. I think you look at things, I think you've been a little bit spoilt, and I think that's a little bit unfair criticism, because I think that you look at the highest level of football and you get that. So what would Arsenal do? Would they practice corners all week? And they get £50,000 each. So sure. There's your answer to your question. We've let in 7 goals in 7 league games. Is there a better team in the league defensively on that chart so far this year? Can you tell me that?
I can't, I'm afraid, no.
There's your answer, thank you.
Okay.